Hello everyone, I'm Serene Mercado and welcome to this special edition of Inside Buena Park. Today we find ourselves at the Premier Exhibition Center, formerly known as the Movieland Wax Museum. Two very new attractions have arrived to the city of Buena Park, and today is the ribbon cutting ceremony. We have Bodies, the exhibition, and Titanic, the experience, so stay tuned. The city of Buena Park is one of Southern California's premier vacation destinations. And as you already may know, tourism is very important to the city. It's very important to our local economy and brings thousands of guests here from all over to experience not just Knott's Berry Farm, but also our dinner adventure theaters, shopping, and more. Just last year, Buena Park was voted as one of the most fun small towns in the USA by Rand McNally's TV show, Best of the Road, on the Travel Channel.
All right, we're gonna go. Buena Park is the most fun town in America. 1, 2, 3.
Well, today, the city is welcoming another new and interesting attraction to the E-Zone on Beach Boulevard. Located in the former Movieland Wax Museum will be an interesting exhibit and experience that will be sure to help bring more tourists to our town.
Well, I just think it brings a whole new aspect to Buena Park. You know, we have the Knott's Berry Farm, and this is going to just add to that for people to come and see additional things. And this is not something you can see everywhere. So it is really going to bring a lot of business and resources to our local community.
It is so exciting. This is an amazing day. We did this project in 30 days. And look what we have. We have beautiful exhibits, all these guests here. The people are lining up outside to come in, buy tickets. It's a great day for Buena Park.
A lot of preparation has gone into developing the space here and building both of our exhibits, the Titanic exhibit and the Bodies exhibit here. We're here for a long time, and we're encouraged that there's so much excitement and hype about the exhibit, and we just encourage everybody to come and see it.
Oh, it's so exciting. It just really is wonderful to see this old building that's been vacant for almost a decade now to have life again, and there's so much noise and activity, and that's just what we want to see in our buildings and our venues in Buena Park.
With TV cameras rolling and local dignitaries, city staff, and council members in attendance, City Manager Jim Vanderpool opened the event with a short story about how this exhibit came to Buena Park.
My name is Jim Vanderpool, City Manager of the City of Buena Park, and I'd like to welcome you all to Buena Park. And quite frankly, welcome to this historic site here in the City of Buena Park. We're so excited that our new friends from Atlanta's Premier Exhibitions are here today to launch two of the newest attractions here on Beach Boulevard, Titanic the Experience and Bodies the Exhibition. Getting to today was quite a feat. It started just last December when I received an exploratory email from Luke Stefan, Premier's tour manager, looking for possible sites in Southern California and specifically here in Buena Park. After some back and forth options, Premier decided against all odds to really hone in here on this site and secure a lease for these exhibits here at the Movieland Wax Museum site. Although the site formerly belonged to the Buena Park Redevelopment Agency, the state of California had seized control of its reuse. Quite frankly, I had little confidence this was going to happen. We embarked on the process of jumping through a number of hoops to see if this could ever work. 3 months later in March, it was end of the day on a Friday, I recall it vividly, in pops an email from the state of California with the pending determination. I didn't know whether to open the email and ruin my weekend, but I probably couldn't stand the anticipation of not knowing one way or the other. I opted to open it. For many of my staff, and many of you know I'm a little animated, so when I received the good news from the state, let's just say that the entire department and probably City Hall knew that I was very excited about what was contained in that email. And here we are, they approved our request. We had authorization to move forward from the state, and here we are with Premier's Exhibitions to welcome Titanic and Bodies right here where we stand.
I want to start by thanking Premier Exhibitions for inviting representatives from the UK British Consulate here in California to celebrate this Titanic experience. As you can hear say, I come from Scotland. I come from a west coast town called Clydebank, which not many people know is synonymous with the shipbuilding industry in the UK. So I know that we have personal pride in a shipbuilding industry in the UK, and I have personal experience. My family also come from Belfast, where many of the workers who worked on the Titanic come from. Belfast, there were 15,000 workers and launched the Titanic in the early 1990s. The Titanic experience in Belfast is a global phenomenon. It's not just a visual experience, it's an educational facility. And the exhibition brings home the culture to the people of Belfast.
As we work together to bring the state and local government together, we know that there's actual results that can happen. This is a result of an ask. We were able to work together, and it makes that state and bureaucracy that some of us really feel is so large and looming, and sometimes took our redevelopment away. And I say that our because I was on local government. And this is a way that when we work together, we can see that a result can happen. As a former educator, I'm just thrilled with this Titanic experience and the Bodies exhibition. One of the fun facts that you might not know is one of the state textbooks actually has the story of the Titanic in it. So for 3rd and 4th grade teachers, they can now read about it and come here for a field trip. But in addition to that, it really boosts the local economy.
So there's no doubt about the value of both of these displays, both educationally and of course economically. And we must add that it's rewarding to see this old Movieland Wax Museum being used once again. It was just kind of a sad thing to see it vacant for so many years. But what a wonderful place to have this exhibit and to see this building used again in Buena Park. Such an icon for our community, as Fred and I know, having grown up here and lived here our whole lives. And we just really appreciate Premier Exhibitions for bringing life to this old place.
Several acknowledgements were presented to Premier Exhibitions, and then the ribbon was cut to open for business. After the ribbon cutting, guests were already lining up to experience the new attraction. I was able to talk with Jim and the mayor about the benefits of this new venue to the city. Jim, tell us a little bit about the economic impact that this new attraction to Buena Park is going to have to the city.
Well, earlier in the actual ribbon cutting ceremony itself, Premier Exhibitions talked about 60 permanent jobs going forward just from this attraction opening here in Buena Park. That doesn't include all the construction jobs and all the people that have been here working over the last 4 months. We are ready to welcome 200,000 to 300,000 people a year through these doors at these exhibitions. That is just going to boost our economy. So we welcome them to Buena Park, and we're excited about having them here.
It has brought 60 jobs to us here in Buena Park, and plus, now Starbucks, which is right out front, has had to add more people. And we've got a couple of new restaurants coming in, so it's bringing a lot more than just the 60 people, and a lot of happy people that they have something to go to.
Economically, that's our lifeblood in Buena Park, and we have this entertainment zone, and we needed another venue, and that's what we have, a wonderful one here. And so I think it'll bring in a lot of revenue to the city. It's brought in 60 jobs, and I highly recommend the gift shop here. I've already spent some money, so it is bringing in revenue already, even for me.
I was also able to speak with Dr. Roy Glover, the medical director of the Bodies exhibit for Premier Exhibitions, about what the public can expect at the exhibit. So tell us a little bit about what the audience will experience when they walk into the Bodies exhibition.
Well, they will see real bodies much like their own. And so they will learn about how their body is put together. They'll learn how it functions, how it's impacted by disease, and in particular, what they can do to take better care of it. Because I believe that our bodies are the most precious gift we've been given. We live in them 24/7. from the time we're born until the time we take our last breath. It's important that we understand them better. Not become physicians to learn everything there is to know about them, but at least be familiar with them.
And what are some of those specific things that the audience will see inside the exhibition?
Well, we have 9 galleries, and each of them focuses on a particular body system. So we start with the skeleton, which is our framework. Then we add muscles and nerves and blood vessels and lungs and guts and kidneys and reproductive organs. And then at the end we have a gallery that is called the Treated Body, where we talk a little bit about cancer and the language of cancer, medical prosthetics, knees and hips and things that a lot of people are living with today. Just a lot of important information that will allow people not only to learn more about their body, maybe their medical history, things that have happened to them or members of their family. It's a very, very great opportunity to be educated and to learn more and to live healthier.
I then spoke to a couple of the role players of the Titanic exhibition, Captain Smith and Miss Margaret Brown, about what the public can expect there as well. Captain Smith, can you tell us a little bit about what the audience will experience as they go through Titanic, the experience?
Well, they'll experience the excitement of the building of Titanic, the largest and most luxurious ship ever built to date, through many of the artifacts that are actually recovered from the site of the ship, where it lies now.
And we get to learn from you.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And Miss Margaret?
Well, you also get to see the insides of the ship, the first class accommodations, some crew accommodations, even down in the boiler room.
And well, I know that we get to have a passport at the beginning, a boarding pass at the beginning of the exhibition, where we'll find out what happens to some of the people on board, correct?
Yes, exactly. You're given a boarding pass with the name of an actual passenger, and whether you're first class, second class, or steerage. And at the end of the exhibit, that we have a mounting on the wall, which tells you whether you survive or not.
I hope you've all enjoyed this special edition of the ribbon cutting of Buena Park's newest attraction, Titanic, the experience, and Bodies, the exhibition. If you want to come down and visit, just log on to the city website and find out all the information right there. So until next time, I'm Serene Mercado.